State Farm's internal roof claim documents are making headlines in Oklahoma, and one number is getting almost all the attention: $1.4 billion. Attorneys representing homeowners say internal records show State Farm celebrated a $1.4 billion decrease in claim payments after developing new wind and hail practices. State Farm says those attorneys are turning disputed allegations into broad, misleading conclusions. Now a judge has removed confidential status from 31 documents connected to the fight. So, did the court uncover a proven scheme to deny roof claims? Not exactly. But the ruling is important. The documents raise serious questions, and every roofing contractor should understand what has actually happened, without confusing allegations, internal business metrics, and final court findings. Let's start with the case behind the headlines. Neil and Lacey West own a home in Comanche County, Oklahoma. Their lawsuit says a major June 2023 hailstorm damaged their roof and that State Farm wrongfully denied the claim. State Farm disputes that position and has argued there was no evidence of extensive hail damage to the roof. That claim dispute developed into a much larger fight over State Farm's internal procedures. During discovery, State Farm produced a massive collection of material. The homeowners described it as more than 800,000 pages, all marked confidential. State Farm described its production differently. Nearly 800,000 documents totaling millions of pages, with more than 600,000 coming from other litigation, and said not everything was designated confidential. The homeowners challenged what they viewed as blanket confidentiality. On August 20, 2026, Comanche County District Judge Grant Shepard ruled that State Farm could not apply one uniform confidential label to the entire production without making a good-faith, document-specific determination. The judge designated 31 exhibits identified by the homeowners, meaning those exhibits were removed from confidential treatment under that order. He also gave State Farm 30 days to review its production and specifically identify any documents or portions that legitimately qualify as trade secrets, confidential commercial information, or protected personal information. But this is where several headlines go too far. The judge did not dissolve the entire protective order. In fact, the written order expressly denied that request and said the protective order remains in effect, as modified. The judge also did not find State Farm liable for fraud, bad faith, breach of contract, racketeering, or any other alleged wrongdoing. This was a ruling about confidentiality and access to discovery, not a verdict on the underlying claims. That distinction matters. What do the disputed materials reportedly contain? The court's order says the challenged documents concern internal programs referred to as FME and wind-hail initiatives, tracking of roof replacements and indemnity savings, and requirements for managerial approval of full roof replacements. Local reporting and the homeowners' court filings point to internal references to a $1.4 billion decrease in indemnity, a closed without payment ratio of 39%, and calculations suggesting that each percentage point change represented thousands of claims and tens of millions of dollars. The homeowners' attorneys interpret those figures as evidence that State Farm designed a nationwide playbook to reduce roof payments. They say the effort began with a pilot in Dallas County, expanded through Texas, and then reached additional states, including Oklahoma. They also point to discussions about limiting an adjuster's authority to approve a full roof replacement without management review, internal definitions of functional hail damage, benchmarking work involving the consulting firm Accenture, and an email from a State Farm agent who criticized how roof claims were being handled. Those are significant allegations, but numbers inside a business presentation do not explain themselves. A reduction in indemnity could reflect improper underpayment. It could also reflect fewer covered losses, different storm activity, higher deductibles, better fraud detection, corrected overpayments, or changes in the mix of claims. A claim closed without payment is not automatically a wrongfully denied claim. It might involve damage below the deductible, an excluded cause, a duplicate or withdrawn claim, or no covered damage. Likewise, requiring management approval for an expensive roof replacement is not automatically unlawful. Companies use supervisory review and quality controls all the time. The real question is how that requirement was used. Did it improve accuracy, or did it pressure adjusters to reach outcomes that conflicted with the policy and physical evidence? That question has not been finally answered. The Oklahoma Attorney General has now entered the larger fight through a separate lawsuit filed June 24, 2026. The state alleges that State Farm used a program called the Hail Focus Initiative to apply undisclosed, extra-contractual standards, restrict roof replacement approvals, and wrongfully deny or reduce legitimate wind and hail claims. The Attorney General asserts claims under Oklahoma's Consumer Protection Act and state racketeering law, along with civil conspiracy and unjust enrichment. The requested remedies include injunctions, civil penalties, disgorgement, and restitution. Again, those are allegations in an active lawsuit, not established facts. This is not the only court examining related discovery. In another federal Oklahoma case, Barlow v. State Farm, a judge ruled in May that homeowners could obtain proportionate discovery into wind-hail initiatives, training, quality plans, tracking reports, and management approval rules connected to their claim. The same order rejected requests as too broad, duplicative, irrelevant, or unduly burdensome. That balance is worth noticing. Courts are allowing targeted exploration of the plaintiff's theories, but they are not treating every request or allegation as established truth. One federal judge said arguments about whether State Farm's conduct was improper were premature at the discovery stage. In plain English, the evidence can be investigated, but liability still has to be proven through the legal process. State Farm strongly denies the characterization. In its public response, the company says every claim is evaluated individually under the facts of the loss and the customer's policy, including applicable terms, endorsements, exclusions, and deductibles. State Farm says it paid more than $1 billion to Oklahoma customers for wind and hail damage during the previous 2 years. It also says pending bad faith lawsuits represent approximately 1% of roughly 30,000 residential and commercial claims presented over 5 years. So what should roofing contractors take from this story right now? First, do not paste a news headline into a supplement and treat it as proof that a homeowner's claim must be paid. This ruling does not establish coverage for any other property, and an internal company document does not replace the homeowner's policy or the facts of that loss. Second, expect claim decisions to receive more scrutiny. When internal standards, management review, or functional damage definitions become part of a dispute, a clean factual record matters even more. Document the date and location of every inspection. Identify the slope, elevation, and component. Take wide photos to establish location, medium photos to show the surrounding assembly, and close-ups to show the condition. Include measurements, weather information, manufacturer guidance, repairability evidence, invoices, and applicable adopted code sections when they genuinely support the requested work. Third, separate your observations from your conclusions. Instead of writing, "State Farm is denying every roof," explain what you observed on this roof, where you found it, how much is affected, and why the proposed operation is necessary. If the carrier calls the condition wear and tear, cosmetic damage, deterioration, or installation error, respond with claim-specific evidence, not anger, and not a viral headline. Fourth, stay in the contractor's lane. Contractors can document physical conditions, prepare estimates, explain construction requirements, and support legitimate scope. Interpreting coverage or negotiating a homeowner's insurance claim may require a public adjuster or legal license, depending on the state and the activity. Fifth, remember what a supplement can and cannot accomplish. A professional supplement can correct quantities, document missing operations, price legitimate work, and present newly discovered conditions. It cannot rewrite the policy, erase the deductible, prove causation by itself, or guarantee approval. The practical lesson is not that every carrier decision is wrong. It is that no contractor should rely on assumptions when the stakes are this high. Build the file before the disagreement. Preserve evidence before tear-off materials disappear. Connect every requested line item to a photograph, measurement, invoice, code provision, manufacturer instruction, or short explanation. When the carrier raises an objection, answer that specific objection. If this breakdown would help somebody in your roofing WhatsApp group, Facebook group, or company team, share it with them. These stories spread fast, and the industry needs the court's actual ruling, not just the loudest headline. If you want weekly breakdowns of roofing insurance, estimating, and supplements, subscribe to the channel. This documentation gap is exactly why American Roof Supplements exists. We prepare professional residential Xactimate estimates and supplements for roofing contractors using accurate measurements, organized photos, detailed notes, and applicable code support. We focus on legitimate, defensible scope that gives the carrier a clear file to review. We do not change coverage or promise an outcome. If you are new to American Roof Supplements, your first estimate or supplement is completely free. There is no monthly fee and no minimum number of jobs. After that, a residential Xactimate estimate prepared before the adjuster meeting is $50. If we prepare that estimate and the job is approved, the follow-up supplement is $100. A standalone supplement is $150. Every job includes our 72-hour turnaround guarantee, excluding Sundays and major holidays, or the service is free. Reasonable revisions are included at no additional charge. Use the link at the top of the description to schedule through our booking widget. We will review the claim information, tell you exactly what we need, and walk you through the next steps. Newer contractors can also call us during their first 5 claims before speaking with the insurance company, so they can prepare for the conversation and understand what the carrier may request. The State Farm litigation is far from over. More documents may become available, witnesses may be questioned, and courts will eventually decide what the evidence proves. Until then, keep the language accurate. Serious allegations, disputed evidence, no final finding of liability. And on every roof, do the part you can control. Document the damage, build the estimate, support the scope. Give every legitimate item its strongest opportunity for a fair review.